Oops, I just realized I don't know where I put my left controller. Alright, I forgot to start live. That was the fig. I remember I was forgetting something. You know, sometimes you just know. There we go. I think I'm good to go. Well, no, I don't have live up. I just updated the thumbnail, but now let's go start live, then let's test. Okay, now let's test. Oh, hi, Chadas. Oh my god. I'm about to log on. I mean, to be fair, it's not like I'm gonna do anything too exciting. I'm taking down the pyramid scheme again. It's a mission that never ends. Well, it is gonna end eventually, but not anytime soon. And that is why that's gonna be considered impressive. Yes, Matt. We are in fact so back. And also, if people want, I might also do a breakdown of... I might do a breakdown of, like, the racetrack, or, like, small details about the race, especially since I finished the video now. Like, there's some details about, like, what happened that I don't really talk about in the video itself, because, like, I think that's just, like, diving a bit too much into the details. When I really just wanted to make sure that I had it done by the end of the editing break. And also because, like, I mainly wanted to prioritize pace with this video, and not necessarily go into as technical as I do a lot of stuff. Thanks, Matt. Honestly, I'm so happy with how it came out. Like, especially considering, like, how rushed compared to my standards the video was. Like, I think that it's like, I didn't really sacrifice quality with that one. Like, I think everything came together pretty nicely. And the thing is, like, on paper, you might think that there was a few things that, like, I did not know that, like, I might have done less well than others, but there were very valid reasons when you look at, like, when you properly understand how it works. Like, there's a reason why I didn't necessarily go for tighter lines in some spots. Like, I could actually go, like, as soon as we're out of this screen, I could actually just show. Because like, obviously, like the video said, like, I do know more about land mounts than most people, because I've been stuck on those for so long. Like, I've traveled more on land mounts than yeah, almost everyone. But also, like, I spent a lot of time studying the track, and also just, like, the Rhyhorn behavior. And yeah, like when I missed the Shake's maneuver in the final race and that I was still ahead, it was basically all because I was better at cornering, because Hawk was still behind despite like knowing the secret to the start, which I only found out after the race, like why they were so quick on the start. At first, I straight up thought that, like Vert says in the video, I thought, oh, I think they just had a false start. But no, it's actually a pretty clever trick. I'm actually gonna show it, or show what they did. Oh yeah, this is my Beldum shiny hunting spot. Like the current snack setup makes it so that actually, I'm gonna turn off the shaders because like right now it feels like it's lagging a bit and also just a bit hard to see. That makes it so only Beldum can spawn, and I put a citrus instead of a starf because they take so long for any Beldums to show up. Yeah, it was. Honestly, the amount of cheering going on was so nice. And also, kind of made the video, like, Casey, Callie, Vert, and also basically everyone. Like, the amount of cheering honestly just added a lot to the hype. And basically, if anyone was wondering, like, what was going on with the start, because I certainly did. Like, like Vert, I thought that, like, it was a false start, but no. What they did was just they started building up speed by just intentionally staying on the pillar. And then when it went down, they just went like this. Like, I think was what's up Jack found out from Camp Whooper found out. And then they spread it, like, to all of Camp Whooper. I think Jimny might have been the only one who didn't try it. Probably because he's probably like the guy who practiced the second most after me. Or maybe as much as I did. Like, it is very comparable. And you probably heard like them talking about hitting the invisible wall. And basically what happened is not a bug. It is not a wall. It is a quirk about Cobblemon riding. Where if you go, because like, if you noticed, like my line was basically always going like this. Then like directly aiming towards the corner of like that turn. And on the final lap, what both Wilson and Hawk did was they went up here tighter, which basically means that you kind of have to adjust to take the next turn. And what they did to properly adjust is they basically go down here and up here, and basically by going up without touching going down without touching the ground and hitting that part of the block, it kills all of your momentum. It's not an invisible wall. It's really just like you break your ankles is how I call it. Like, they just broke their ankles because they just went like this. Like, kind of down and then, yeah, like, how you can see that, like, sometimes, like, when getting there, like, you just keep falling down. That's kind of what happened there. And that just kills all your momentum as you just fall while hitting, like, the wrong spot of the block. Yeah, that's what happened to them. It's basically the same thing that happened in this final race because like Aled finished last by quite a lot, and the main reason is because Aled kept going for one mistake. And it's at this part of the track. Like, sure, water can slow you down, but here, like, we're not in the water long enough for us to actually be slowed down. So you just take it full speed without jumping. You just take it full speed and then you're just going to be fine. What Aled did is he tries to jump over the water. which it's really not something you want to do because you can just basically the same. You can just break your ankles. You can just break your ankles, and that's what happened to him twice, I think. And the other part where my line is worse than you saw Hawk and Wilson do is heading right here. I intentionally exit large because especially with limited visibility, I just want to make sure I'm properly aligned long in advance toward right horn, please. Raikkonen, please. Basically, I want to align myself in advance so that I don't really need to take an angle and then hit the right spot while getting to the stair. Because the slab can work, but from what I've seen, it's quite tricky. This one is very tricky to get right. The stair tends to be more, the stair right here tends to be more consistent if you try hitting it a bit more on the left side. It's you kind of want to take it straight ahead and make sure that, you're not too far to the right, and then you just don't lose speed. If you hit it like that, and then you start turning left when you get here. Yeah, that's why I didn't jump. Because it's riskier to jump, and you get no benefit from it. And also, one thing that this took corner though is one that I've always struggled a bit with for some reason. Also, one thing that, funnily enough, Toasty noticed even without really doing the track is just you want to be turning with Rhyhorn stats. You want to be turning as little as possible, and you basically want to turn everything into as long of a straight line as you can. And a lot of people basically try to take it as if you had more acceleration, which would be what a more traditional racing line would be. But you basically don't need a high exit speed. You want as high of an entry speed instead. So basically you want to be turning as little as possible. Yeah, Matt. Well, who knows? Maybe by the time we get flying races, it will finally be fixed in VR. Although I will say, assuming that he's accepted in this wave, I wouldn't sleep on Toasty. And I think, ironically, that people think that oh my god, the fact that I'm in VR makes it so much harder, but I think that it's a double-edged sword. I do think I've got an advantage, because I think that it's much easier to get more accurate steering because I'm just steering with my body. I don't necessarily have shaky hands or anything. That way, it's just I know where I want to turn. It also makes it so much easier to build muscle memory. Just it's just actual full body physical movements. It's much easier to build muscle memory that way. So I think that part is an advantage. The problem, the main disadvantage, which it's very obvious to tell that it's a disadvantage, I'm stuck in first person. Whenever you're racing in traffic, the visibility is so bad. And you can kind of tell even in the video that yeah, no, visibility isn't great if you're not ahead. If you look at everyone's VODs of the race, no one is in first person. There's a reason why. It's because of visibility, not great. Now let's go back to today's mission. Yeah, true. Yeah, it would have been so bad. And Far Cry 9 visibility would have been horrible. Although, to be fair, I don't think it really changes all that much because, the problem is, the visibility being bad is mainly, the player models really being in the way. Not as much as the Pokemon. Although, to be fair, I do see what you mean. With Tyrantron, probably, for example, it would probably be a nightmare. Because, for most racetracks, I don't necessarily need to be looking down. I just need to be able to look ahead and just see, the equivalent of what we'd call breaking points here. Also, oh my god, I'm starting to have so many shulkers. I really need to take some... oh, right. I really need to take some time to build a base at some point. I might start building something here, actually. Like, not necessarily something big, but like, with the amount of time I spend, in this spot specifically, might be a good idea. Like, I've actually started farming trees here because, like, I've placed them, like, on the 10th or on the 9th. And as you can tell, I'm nowhere near through these. Like, I've probably spent over 12 hours. They take forever. Alright, I do not need a bone meal on me. This is my trophy case. Okay, there's stuff in here that I can kind of take out. I technically live at Big Sprout, but like it's not like it's more of a communal space and not necessarily my space. Like a lot of us have started making our own personal bases, and I haven't started yet. I might also make one here. Alright, that reminds me. I need to do this. Like, it is a living space, but it is a common one. Right, I forgot to drop the ender pearls. Not in this chest, in this chest. Like, I want to be able to store my stuff, my own stuff, without necessarily it being taken by other people. In my sheep bag. Right, winter box. I know that there's at least one bottle. Like, I'm keeping my blank TRs. Keeping my bottle caps. Wait, I do have a coin box. Oh, those are a stack of 16? Good to know. Okay, that's my least favorite box so far. I'm probably gonna start keeping my candy in this one. We might want a skulk farm just for EXP candies, not even for IVs. I agree, but it might partly be because of the fact that, like, I'm not necessarily refreshing spawns, and I'm just sticking in the area so the Pokemon don't necessarily despawn. So that might be why. And also, I'm not necessarily paying the most attention. From what I've seen, neither are you guys. Yeah, I did. I did when I was digging for the Yamask. Also, we're finding out what the quest for this phase, well, not the race quests, but the rest of the quests are gonna be, like, at 8 PM my time. So, in, like, 5.5 hours. I might stream this evening, too, for that. We also found out what this clash is gonna be. It's gonna be multi-battle monotype, which is gonna be... Honestly, that sounds... Like, honestly, I think it's gonna be fun. Safi and I are cooking something crazy. Safi and I are cooking something crazy for the clash. No one's gonna expect that. Monotropius. Oh, I do need to kill some Sandiles. I still need black glasses. I don't even think I'm gonna give it... I don't think I'm gonna give black glasses to Squirrel after all, even though I originally wanted it. Because I think I'm starting to... Like, I think the wise glasses have started to grow on me. Yes, the camp leaders were chosen. For us, this phase it's gonna be Casey. And it's Wilson for Wooper. And honestly, I did not expect at first that this would be the the racing video would be my first video from Camp Cobblemon. But like when the race happened, like everything that happened, I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I was originally gonna make like a general Camp Cobblemon video, like a week 1 or phase 1 video. Then that happened, and I went, okay, this works so well as a standalone. I have to do that first. Like sometimes their storyline just falls into place like that, and I'd be a moron to just not fully embrace it. I wonder what the quests are going to be this time. Like, it's weird because like it feels like we've kind of been preparing for them indirectly. It's like, I wonder if there's something like that's going to catch us off guard completely. Like, I would be surprised if there wasn't, but I don't know what it would be. It's so crazy the amount of shulkers we've been getting. It's probably just as crazy, if not more crazy, that I don't feel like I've got a spot where I can store them. It feels like it's starting to take a bit too much inventory space. At least for me, that's how it's starting to feel. So wait a second, I just realized, like, I was watching the VODs yesterday because I needed some clips for the race video, and I think I have the music in my VODs, and I don't want that. Let me take a look. No, I don't. Oh, wait. How is it? Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, I'm not. Hi, Toasty. How you doing? Also, I need to bring Raikkonen back to... I need to bring Raikkonen back to Origins. That's one of the things I've concluded. I need him there. Like, honestly, just after last weekend, Rhyhorn has shot up my list of favorites by quite a bit. That's my GOAT. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out... Oh, wait, I think I know why. Why the music is in the VOD, but I'm not expecting it. It might be because of the fact that I'm not streaming directly on Twitch, but with Restream. So, like, with probably Restream does something, like, janky, where it's not treating them as separate tracks like the way that OBS does. I might have to look into that a bit. Okay, so inventory practically full. Also, I will ask in advance. Although I don't think that's a problem for anyone here today. If you aren't already, make sure that you're already subscribed on YouTube, because Toasty found out yesterday that he wasn't. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like the stream. I forgot that I'm supposed to say that every once in a while. And if you aren't in there, join the Camp Cobblemon fan Discord and talk about how Camp Turtwig is the much better camp, much superior camp. Toasty, we keep exposing Matt. We keep exposing Matt for choking with Dracovish. It's about time that you finally get something going on for you. You shouldn't be safe all the time. Right, Matt? It's so funny because I remember that early on, like before the server even went up, like I forgot who it was from Camp Wooper made like 4 or 5 different propaganda gifs. And one of the counselors said, okay, Turtwig, what are you guys doing? Like, what's your PR department doing? And I remember my answer was, I've been told by the PR department that my job for PR is to make sure that our scoreboard is nice and full. I think that after last weekend, I can say that I did that successfully. You guys saw my performance when it came to the 3 shinies. I pulled through. And you did see the Yamask did a difference. And you know what that means if the Yamask did the difference? This is making a difference. Taking down the pyramid scheme helped the team. We are doing something productive, even if it looks very, very stupid. That is a lesson we learned. Don't let anyone try to convince you otherwise. This is a very noble mission. And yeah, Matt, Champ is now out on mobile. Which is very unfortunate for me, because that is like the last thing I needed to hear before I went back to school in September. Well, August actually. Then again, I don't think I'm going to be too worried about what's going to happen for me at school. Like, most of it is basically going to be like learning how to improve my editing and how to be a better programmer. So, you know, W's all around. Like, I don't even need to take the general education classes because I've already taken them a decade ago. It's like, you know, it's honestly kind of like the dream, honestly. No, actually, the dream would be getting paid to do all of that. But you know, can't say that's a loss. I mean, it's always what they've been saying the whole time, but like, here's the thing. There are outliers, Toasty. There are outliers. And you would probably be an outlier. Like, here's the thing also, like, they want people who they know will be active and people who, like, understand the project. Like, you've been active in the community for a long while and you have stuff to offer to the server. And let's be honest, the pond probably wants to win a tournament really badly. And if you're joining the pond, yeah, you're probably their main hope, since I'm probably still not entering tournaments yet. So, you know, you're not screwed. Fair enough. Also, Toasty, just in case you were curious, before the Rhyhorn ended up being nicknamed Raikkonen, since I wasn't sure what to name it, I was probably gonna nickname it Montoya just to make a joke that I'd set the track on fire, just because of, like, the one incident he had in NASCAR where he just crashed into a jet dryer and just blew up a jet dryer by crashing into it. That is still one of the funniest things ever to me. I can't wait to introduce table tech to more people next wave. Anyone else a big table tech fan? True. One of the counselors nicknamed the Rhyhorn after Verstappen, but I forgot what the nickname was. I just know that it wasn't as good. And fun fact, Toasty, your favorite F1 driver is also Real Hawk's favorite F1 driver. He nicknamed his Rhyhorn after Lando. What he nicknamed it, like Rhino Hornus or something like that. Honestly, Hawk is cool, so like I'd say it's a good thing. And before it was Lando, his favorite driver was Button, which honestly good choice. He keeps slandering him because during the Camp Clash, him and Vert had an exhibition battle, and Real Hog did not necessarily battle well. Like, he just had an amazing matchup. What is that over there? What is that? I don't know what that hole over there is, because I know that's not where a pyramid was. Otherwise, I would have taken it down. Remember, we have a mission to do around here. And I can't wait to move on to the next layer. Honestly, I still have I need to count how many layers are left. Because I'm curious. Like, I know that it's going to be many, but I do want to know a number. And I do know I want to be done eventually. Can't be too soon. You've got this, Toasty. We're almost there. Here we go. Oh, we're almost there. That's what I like to see. I hope I can get a full layer after this. If I could get like a full layer on the stream today, that would be pretty nice. Like a full layer of 3, I mean. I do not even really see the difference between efficiency 4 and 5 here. But like I could tell when we're doing the Yamask spot. True. Even I don't really know how to Axiom. We're almost... Oh yeah, we're almost there. One more layer completed. That's what I love to see. Seriously, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Lego, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Yeah, I'd say like 45 probably. So, oh yeah, that will take a long while. This will take a while. Well, like I said, We already knew we were in it for the long haul. Now let's pick this stuff up before we go down. There we go. 2, 3. Okay, so basically at this height for now. Alright, we're gonna have to break this portion. And that is gonna be a bit easier said than done, honestly. I'm just gonna start with this. Like, the rest should be pretty easy to take down. Remember that this hole specifically is the only part that's ever been useful of the pyramid scheme. Because that's where we cut the mask. But do not forget to keep calling it a scam. Because that is still what it is. Thank you, Toasty, but I actually took care of it earlier. Because I did not want to forget. One, 2, 3. Okay, this is third. Now we dig. I'm gonna accept the hole. Like, honestly, the way that it's currently set up, it works pretty well to continue digging. Okay, let's keep going like this for now. I gotta start with one corridor. That's how I usually like to start it. Then I can start placing things down. And I also turned down showing up. Like, you can probably tell you can't even see the waypoints in, like, on the overworld anymore. I turned that off. Because, like, it's not like I can even see it myself anyway. And I feel like for viewers, I feel like it's more annoying than helpful. Like, I know that people also commented, I think it was when I was streaming on Sunday, that, like, waypoint is massive. Like, the minimap is massive, but I kind of need it. I kind of needed to be able to really see the minimap to begin with. It might almost be better off to turn off the UI for you guys, but I feel like it's still more practical for you guys to see it. But I might be wrong on that. Like, I think it's actually quite helpful probably for, like, when there's battles going on, but outside of battles, I don't really know how helpful it is. Like, I feel like it might be more convenient. It might not be, I don't know. Like, I wish that I would be able to, like, set things differently for, like, what's showing up on my wrist and what's showing up on desktop. And actually just be able to hide my wrist for you guys. And you guys just get a proper, like, more desktop-like view. I feel like it is more convenient. Oh my god, I thought that I filled this part up. I thought I filled this up. Oh, wait, I think I know what's going on. I think it might have been the part that... Is it the part that, like, maybe dug into? Maybe. There's a good chance, actually. Because, like, I do not want to fall into that. Which I think might be quite understandable. No, I want to pick that up. I want to place that. Right here actually works. Okay, let's place some sand. Yeah, I wonder if I'm gonna end up finding a shiny here. Okay, there we go. Okay, I need more. There we go. Oh, that's taken care of. Oh, right. I forgot my Paxel. I did not take the time to repair my Paxel. If that is still going to be a problem, if the Paxel is still going to be Paxel durability might be a problem, I might go back to... I might do some fishing or just go at the Bellum spot. Maybe, spend some time doing something there. But I don't know what. Maybe turn it into an aerial garden or something. I don't know. At this point, I really don't know what I could be doing there. So we really need some amethyst. Well, I think that Ryan might have some near his current bunker. I think I saw some in the minimap when I was at his bunker. That's where the EXP farm is. Ryan or the Gaming Emmy's bunker. Come on, silly Cobra. Yeah, I should take a look a bit more on Vivecraft settings, or if there's a way I could maybe do some of my own work. Let's fix some stuff. I don't know. Feel like it might be needed. Okay, and now, yeah, let's try extending it a little. So I'm gonna take a sip of water. I kind of need it. Also, wait. Right, I turned on the light trying to find... Oh. Explosive for what? Also, for some reason... Okay, let me restart Live, because for some reason it's not making the messages show up. Because, I'm not getting your last few messages. Oh, yeah, it is, but, one thing is, I'm trying to get the Empress Simon badge. And I'm not gonna get that. I'm not gonna get that if I just go for explosives, or even just use hammers. I could also even use hammers to make it quicker, but I'm not on purpose. I'm gonna restart Live. Oh, that badge is just impress Iman in some way. Oops, I accidentally pressed start playlist, which is... Hi Farley, how are you doing? Okay, is Live back. Yeah, we're good. So basically, I figured that taking down the entire pyramid by hand, one block at a time, like this, who wouldn't be impressed by that? Like, that is a display of dedication that you will not see anywhere else. And that is the main reason why I'm taking it by hand. Like, I'm still committing to the bit because I do want to take it down out of pure spite, and I think that's just a funny bit, but like, block by hand to impress, I think, is really the way to go. Doing good. Doing good. Like, honestly, very proud of the video I finished. I'm happy to take down my nemesis of Camp Cobblemon, because there is still no Golurk showing up. I still want my Golurk, but this is not an actual desert pyramid. We're gonna stop people from scamming. This is not gonna scam anyone else ever again. So I will take it down block by block. I've also accepted that I need to bring a Rhyhorn back to I need to catch a Rhyhorn when I'm back to Origins. I need to bring Raikkonen to Origins. I know, Farley. And out of spite, it means that this pyramid has to be taken down. Like, there's no ancient city on the map. I looked at... We were multiple people who looked throughout the entire map. There is not a single ancient city. There is no jungle pyramid anywhere. And this is the only desert pyramid, quote unquote. So there is no Golurk. There's also no Gimmighoul. There's also no... what's his name? No Honage. I think and to make it even more insulting, there was a quest for phase 1 for whoever caught the most ghost types. Fun fact though, this pyramid was useful for something. For that quest, we found out that, okay, Yamask spawns in the desert if it's like underground or just like in an area that's not covered by sunlight. So we kind of dug like at the very bottom of this hole. We kind of extended it a bit, placed some snacks, and that's how we found the second Yamask. Because like Pokemon just started to spawn while I was just working on taking this down. So my antics actually helped us. Just because I was trying to commit to the bit. What do you mean nerfing Vert? Vert is nowhere near as nerfed as I am. He can fly at least. Well, I can technically fly, I just don't... Blastoise is like so broken that I can't even fly on him. Like, I can technically fly on rockets, but like, Blastoise starts going in circles before I can pick up any speed on it. And Toasty, you just said something sacrilegious. It is not the Jacques Villeneuve circuit. It is the Gilles Villeneuve circuit. It is criminal that you got the wrong Villeneuve. It is criminal. Even in Canada, like, Gilles Villeneuve has always been way more respected than Jacques. And especially now, especially since Jacques is in certain files involving a lot of other very rich and powerful people that you do not want to be a part, at least that you do not want to be a part of. So, you know, even more sacrilegious. He's in the files. Oh, yeah, UFOs work, and honestly, this is the guy I've been mainly... No, not this guy. This is the main guy I've been flying on. And I've been trying to shiny hunt Metagross to use as my main flyer instead. Like, I can use UFOs, but, like, I can't use rockets. No, this circuit was much older than before he started racing. And even if he was a champion, most people will agree that he was worse than his father as a driver. Like, still a good driver, but not as good as his father. Hi, Zopi, how are you doing? Yeah, I did. Yes, I became the best racist of... I became the best racist of Camp Cobblemon. It was a very magical day. Someone also made the same joke in the comments. I became the best racist. Thank you, Raikkonen. I wish to become the best racist, like the very best racists out there, Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher. Classic bots. Yes, I could. Are you doubting Raikkonen, Farley? Raikkonen could do anything. Also, funnily enough, later the same day as the race, we did a relay. Well, we did 2 relay races, and one of them was with any Pokemon, like basically species clause race. Little did they know, I even practiced the track on Cyclozar. And basically we decided, okay, I'd go first, and it wasn't close. It wasn't close. Well, actually, you know, Farley, it depends. Would Raikkonen lag? That is a real question. It depends on if he decides to lag or not. If Raikkonen chooses to not lag, it is so over for anyone. The moment Raikkonen chooses to not lag, it is over for everyone. That is probably going to be the running joke from now on. Raikkonen, when she chooses to not lag, just changes. It is invincible. The lag is just to make it fair to everyone else. Also, since there are people here who weren't there when I was talking about it earlier, I can talk about a few of the fun things about some of the quirks of the track, like some stuff that I did that looked a bit weird. Like, you've heard... Possibly, I do not know anything about Uma Musume. You've probably noticed, like, the weird fast start that they did. Like, Whooper did that, like, Vert thought was a false start. It wasn't. Basically, what they did was just... They started here and just built up acceleration so that when they could start, they would have a quick start. And basically what they thought was like an invisible wall is just really a quirk about riding, and why I didn't go for the racing line they went for during lap 3. Because like on paper you'd think that like here would be faster, but it's not, because like you kind of have to adjust for the following corner, so you kind of have to take it back like a bit larger. And what they ended up doing is they went here to like here, but like what happened is like by going for enough speed while trying to go through here, like you kind of fall down and then end up hitting like that. Let me make sure I have an empty hand first, but like you end up hitting that part of the block, which I basically call it like breaking your ankles. True, they are. True, I forgot that they are. I forgot that they are. And yeah, basically, like, they just hit the wall, like, they just hit the block right here, and that kills all momentum while they're still in the air. Like, they have to be able to land on the ground while going down, and they couldn't do that, and that just killed their momentum. That's why I usually took a slightly wider line and then intentionally tried to go up right here. And then that just gives me a straight line when we get here. Then just able to go like practically here, then you turn and then just aim towards here, then towards there. Then just take the hairpin. Then want to brush the wall. And one thing that I've seen some people do but you really don't want to do is they try to jump over the water. There's no reason to. Because when you're normally coming here, you have enough speed that the water is not going to slow you down. But by jumping, like we were talking about earlier, like the other spot, by jumping you give yourself the risk of breaking your ankles. Which actually happened to Alette in the final race twice. Exactly, Toasty. Like, long run wise, like, I mean, like, I get going for the risk. Also, there's one spot where it is probably slightly suboptimal, but just safer. I intentionally go out, like, I take a wide exit here, just because, especially when there's traffic in front, like, the most consistent way I found to take this is like that. Like, you want to take the stair dead center. Because you do not want to take the half, like, I know that some people have found a way to take, like, the slab here and then not really lose momentum that way, but I found that it's way less consistent than going for the stair. Like, with the stair, and then just go like this, and then once you're up here, you start turning. And especially when there's traffic in front, like, I figured that, like, the safest way to do it is by just taking a wider exit, which is kind of slow you down a bit, but you're making sure that you're way less likely to have an awkward collision because you're taking it straight on. I agree, Toasty. I agree. I think that they didn't expect it to be like that. Like, I think that a lot of people, I will include myself in that, just did not really know a lot about, they didn't really know a lot about the riding mechanics to really, like, when it came to the circuit design. Because, like, I would say, like, yeah, there's, in my opinion, the shortcut is really poorly designed, because if they like it completely ruined the race like that, I don't think it's really well designed. But that's my opinion. Like, the rest of the track I think is fine. For me, it's really been the shortcut where, like, I respect, like, the technical, like, the complex aspect of it, but, like, when I have to rely on, like, making sure that that doesn't happen, yeah. Not fun. I'll put it that way. Like, I don't know what causes it. I don't know why, like, when I've been practicing before, it wasn't really a problem. I don't know why it just started becoming a thing. I will say the layout in reverse, like what I said before is, yeah, I think that the layout in reverse is actually cooler. Like, as weird as it sounds, I think it's cooler. I'm actually gonna show a lap in reverse. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna do that once I get to the start-finish line. Like, I also like the reverse layout because I think that your starting position matters a lot less. Because like, I think that the reason why Jimny was not really in the running until the very end was because he started at the very last starting spot. Like, he started here, which, considering that the first corner is right there, is such a massive disadvantage. Like, with a long straight like that, the starting position matters a lot less. Which is why at first I thought that, yeah, this is how the circuit is gonna be run. Like, I think that, like, that is probably like like, we were talking about the shortcut. I think that was the most poorly designed part of it. Like, where the starting grid was, I think, was the worst part. Okay, so like, you've got the jump here, then you actually want to. Okay, I kind of messed it up a little, but I think you see what the vision is for that, which is like... Yeah, but like the thing is like, because there's no qualifying, it's basically like you hope you get a good starting grid for absolutely no reason. But you want those, like, I'd say like because of that, you want the long straight line at first, and not just like a few meters and you're immediately in the first corner. Like, it's good that, like, the way they made it, the very first grid, like, the very first starting slot is not necessarily good. But, yeah. Actually, you know what I noticed? I did mention it briefly. Like I said, like, because of, like, the elevation change, this is not necessarily a good starting spot. This is the best starting spot, and is it a coincidence that it's a Whooper starting spot? This one is good. Like, this was my preferred starting spot as a Turtwig, but this one is also quite okay. Which, again, Whooper, and then those two are really bad. But I didn't notice that... I didn't notice that the better starting spots were for Whooper. I can't say I didn't notice. Like, I'm not gonna say that it was rigged, but like, I think that the guy who built the track already knew he was gonna be a Whooper. Like, and he ended up being on Whooper. Because like, I think that you can kind of tell where, like, for a lot of the draft, you could tell where everyone was gonna end up. Like, at least like outside of the, like, me. I was probably like the main surprise for the draft, I'd say. Aside of that, you could kind of tell where everyone was going, more or less, especially when it came to like someone like Spaz. But yeah, like, I would say that, like, this layout is more fun. Now, let's go back to the main mission. But yeah, at this point, like, I feel like it is not a coincidence, but I feel like talking about it would have fallen in a bit too much too. Honestly, I feel so lucky I was invited because, yeah, it's been a blast. Like, the different activities that have been going on are quite fun, except Electrode Bowling. I'm gonna have forever a vendetta against Electrode Bowling. Mainly because PCs and I don't mix well. Like, Cobblemon PCs and I don't mix well together for some reason. Like, this weekend, there's gonna be a fashion show hosted by Seb, which I think is gonna be quite fun. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to make it. I hope I can. but I'm not fully sure yet. That is going to be a fun, unique event. Yeah, probably could. I'll do my best. Like this season, I would not have been able to vouch for anyone. I was one of the last people invited. It was like, yeah, I was basically like one of the very last people invited. Like, I think that I'm leaving a good enough impression that I'm probably gonna be back for future events for my man. But I also know I will, like, even if I'm back for future ones, I know that I'm not necessarily gonna have the biggest pool, though. That is something I have to admit. Like, I'm no vert, I'm no duck. Okay, now I'm curious to see what that is going to be. Yeah, like, especially, like, and the Rhyhorn racing, so far, easily my favorite event. Like, I know that there were plans already for racing to come to Origins. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for more racing. Also, actually, this week, like, there's gonna be a makeup race event on the server for people who missed it. And people who competed are allowed to participate, but, like, I can't win anything from it, which I don't care. I just want to race more. I don't care. Like, the reason why I practiced so much wasn't just because I wanted to win, just because it's been fun. Yeah, it's so cool. Like, it is such a unique and ambitious concept. I've loved it. And yeah, like, if there is going to be a new next one, I don't think it's going to be this year, considering, like, it took so much time for Iman to plan all of this. He will definitely, well, first of all, he's going to have to spend so much time editing. Because, like, even, like, during the editing days, like, the server was closed for 2 days, the past 2 days for people to edit. I don't even, from what he said, I don't think he even edited. I think he just spent more time preparing for stuff for the next parts of the event. Farley, that does not make what I said any less true, though. Like, I don't disagree. But for now, I don't think I have that much. Like, I think that, like, if anything, right now, I'm nothing more than potential, man. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Like I've been given currently opportunities that I'm, like, people at my current stage do not get. So I have to admit that, yeah, people, I guess, see something in me that, like, they see something in me, which is very nice. But it doesn't mean that in my opinion, it doesn't mean that I've reached the vision. Like, I might be getting there. I'm probably, in my opinion, I'm probably slowly getting there. But I'm not there yet. It might be imposter syndrome. It might just be a lack of confidence. I don't know. But, like, I think that, like, I will not say, like, I don't deserve it. Or that, like, I'm a waste of a slot. But I know that, like, my work is cut out. Like, I have my work cut out ahead of me. Exactly. Zobi, I think that you're awesome. Like, I think that, like, you have a level of dedication that I don't think I could have. I've seen all of your misadventures. Like, you have more dedication than I probably do. And finally, I do think that, like, even if I say, like, I don't think I've got a lot of pull, I will not say that I think I'm doing poorly in the event. Like, I think that Iman likes my antics. Like, I think that he finds my antics quite entertaining. And I think that I'm good at playing up the roles that I think I'm supposed to be fitting in different spots, which I think does help a bit. Like, I'm not gonna say that, like, I don't think, like I said, I don't think I've wasted my spot, but I think that, like, yeah, even if I'm doing well doesn't mean that, like, I have the pull. Like, at this point, like, I'm the one being pulled. I'm not the one who can do the pulling yet. Like, I don't think it's me selling myself short as much as it's me understanding my current position. And I will clarify and make sure that I say current. Like, at the end of the day, who knows what the future has in store, but right now I can only speak about the present. Like, he said it. Like, Iman said it. Like, the reason why I was invited was because, like, he liked he saw the potential, he liked what he could see, he wanted to take the gamble with me, and I think that he doesn't regret the decision. At least, I like to imagine he doesn't regret the decision. Like, I think, like, I've been good at being a bit cheeky without necessarily, like, pushing too far. At least, like, I think that also most of the other creators and even the counselors, I think, like me a bit, like, quite a bit. At least the ones that I've interacted with. Oh, wait, I think you sent it and I think I forgot to check. Yeah, I think you sent it, Zopi, and then I forgot. Because, like, I think I had to go immediately after and then forgot after dinner, after I went to eat dinner. I'll try to remember tonight. Anyone else hate pyramids? Especially fake pyramids? I think we should start talking about how pyramids are bad. Why would they make triangles in my cube game? Like, let's talk about that. How messed up are they to include pyramids in this? Triangles in my square game? Now we've seen everything. Next they're gonna try to include... Then they're gonna try to include spheres. That can't end well, right? Yeah, but you see, pyramids are only cool if they have golems in them. Instead, they're just heretical shapes. Like, burn these pyramids at the stake. And then make some steak. Yeah, some steak would be nice. I wish we had cows. I really wish we had cows. Cows would be pretty nice, right? On this. There you go. I'm gonna turn this place into a fishing oasis. That's currently my plan. I don't know how big I'll make the oasis, but this is gonna be a nice fishing oasis. I don't see what else it could be. Like, what else could I make this? Okay, Zopi, here's the reason why. Because fishing is peak. Do we need another reason than that? And we need nice fishing spots on this server. There aren't a lot that look nice. We need fishing spots that look nice. I'm not gonna say that there are none, but a change of scenery every once in a while is nice. So it's nice that there's currently like nothing that we can do right now on the server, like nothing goal-wise, like quest or event-wise, because it means that like I do not need to feel like I'm wasting my time by doing this. Although I guess I could technically be preparing for the clash. But I guess I need to spend some time thinking of what I want to use. Actually, I do have a bit of an idea, but I'm probably going to be working on what I'm going to be bringing off stream. But I felt like I was starting to fall behind on this, so I figured I'd stream some time working on this. I think that the desert cube might be a future idea, or maybe I build that somewhere else. But here, I've already said it's going to be a nice fishing oasis. I don't think I can do anything but the fishing oasis. Oh yeah, this one also needs to go down, but I think I'm going to do that one off stream because I don't think it's as interesting. And honestly, quite quick. As you can tell, like there's not a ton of layers left. This one is so quick to do in comparison. Oh yeah, I have so many shulker boxes. I'd even argue too many of them. Honestly, the thing is, at least right this season, filling up the decks as much as possible actually matters. Like, there's a mission for the end of camp where, well, we have to do a living decks for any region that we want. I think that there's another one for whoever fills up their decks the most. For like, yeah, whoever fills up their decks the most. I don't even think it needs to be caught, just seen. And you get an award for that, or you get a quest point for your team, I think. So funnily enough, yeah, it does matter. And I think that there's also one for whichever team catches the most shinies by the end of it. So like, it's not even just battling, like it's a bit of everything. There's been stuff for like, there was a quest for whoever built whichever team built the best totem pole. Like, Iman did a really good job to make it that like, you're helping your team no matter what you do. Even this is helping, as silly as it sounds. Like, as much as I'm doing it just for the bit, it's helped. Yeah, I have a question. I might have an answer. I might or might not have an answer. Like, we even have some people who are mainly shiny hunters, and like some Some shiny hunters invited to the server. Ooh, no, there's no breeding isn't in this. Breeding isn't in the server. We have ball caps, but we don't have breeding, and we do have TMs, but we don't have breeding. Like, at least the TMs make it so we can still get the egg boost, but we just can't egg hunt. But anyway, snacks are busted. Snacks are busted for shiny hunting. If you know your way around snacks, they're busted. But the real challenge is understanding the snack, understanding Poke Snacks, but because, oh my god, are they complicated. Yeah, I think it's Cobb breeding, I think that it's called. But yeah, we don't have that here. Oh, inventory pretty full, huh? So I see those emeralds. I like seeing emeralds. Oh yeah, that is the shulker. There you go. Oh my god, wait, really? The Gen 2 breeding works in that with that mod? That is insane. Farley, it's weird because, like, honestly, my luck with starve berries on this server has been amazing. Like, my main challenge hasn't even been the starve berries. It's been when I've been hunting Beldum, like, it takes forever to get a single bite. Like, at this point, I might start making a massive farm near the end biome that I'm hunting Beldum in. Wait, guaranteed? I didn't know it was guaranteed with Gen 2. Like, I thought it was like the odds are way higher because it's based off the IV. So it's like, I think 1 is 64 with the best odds. But I didn't know. I thought it wasn't guaranteed. That's insane. Okay, so I was wrong. Oh, Farley, like, the problem isn't necessarily, like, the spawn condition adjusting, because, like, I think it's just... I looked up the how Pokesnack's video, like, how the spawn Pokesnack mechanics work video again, just because, like, I was wondering if I messed something up, and no, it's just that whenever a Pokemon is taking a bite, it can fail. Like, if it tries rolling for a rarity bucket that has no Pokemon that can spawn in it, it just fails and then basically resets. So, like, because Beldum is a rare spawn, so, like, as long as I'm not rolling the rare bucket, nothing spawns. So that just means it takes a while. Which is why I just went with citrus berries on the snacks. Because I figured that, like, with how long it's taking, I'm gonna have more odds finding the shiny Beldum by just going with the citrus berry than 2 starved. And so far it's been pretty accurate because the citrus snacks have been more than twice as quick to get bites than my double starved. Okay, so yeah, in Gen 2 it's not guaranteed, but with the mod it is. That's good to know. That is kind of ridiculous. Honestly, pretty busted when you think about it. Does one shiny parent increase the odds, but just not make it guaranteed? Or is it guaranteed as long as one of the parents are shiny with that mod? At least with that configuration with the mod. So I think that this is probably the quicker way to do this. Like, now that I'm, like, seeing the progress, I think that just, like, instead of trying to do, like, a cross and then just doing like half by half. I think just doing it like one down the center and then just expanding on either side is probably the quickest way to go through the layers of the pyramid. Like, I think we're solving the pyramid destroying meta. Also, by the way, you see the looter chest up there? That's where we started. That's where we started. That is where the pyramid started. This is where we are now. Also, I don't remember how well you're doing when it comes to YouTube, Zopi, but I know that Iman prioritizes, like, YouTube over, like, YouTube size over Twitch size, even though, like, there are people who can make it with their Twitch mainly. So, like, that is also something to keep in mind for next time, if you're trying to make it for next time. Like, yes, he encourages people to stream, but, like, it is mainly trying to be a YouTube event. Which is also a big reason why I tried to figure out dual streaming for this event. I mean, honestly, no. I did expect this to take quite a while. Like, yes, maybe a little slower than expected, but you know what I call slow progress? Progress. That's how you should always look at it. Sometimes it's going to be faster, sometimes it's going to be slower, but progress is progress. And also sometimes, like, even if I said, like, okay, now I think I figured out the fastest way, not always going the fastest way also is a good way to just making sure I don't go completely crazy. I didn't say not go crazy. No, I already know I'm crazy, but just not completely crazy. Otherwise, Zopi, if you're looking for a server to apply for, Cobblemon Origins, which is the main reason why I was even accepted into this in the first place, has opened their applications yesterday. There's 2 weeks to apply. I'd recommend checking that out. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, it's not exactly the same type of server as this, but I think it's another server that has a lot of potential. Yeah, I don't need to apply because I'm already on it. And basically it's just for the second wave of people. Like, it's not a creator only server, but it's a it's a content focused server. Like, not everyone on the server is a content creator, but like the main reason the server is made is for content. Like, it is a very long-term server. I would recommend checking some videos people have made of Cobblemon Origins to have an idea of what it is, and it will help with your application quite a bit. Like, I don't know if you saw my other Cobblemon video, but it is made on Origins. A lot of the people who are behind Cobblemon Origins are people who have also been invited to Camp Cobblemon. Like Vert, Duck, Seb. Makula is also someone who is not mainly behind the server, but it is like someone else who's very active on Origins. Check out either Mighty Duck or Virtuositas on YouTube. Like, that is where you're going to be able to find the info more easily. Assuming that Duck is still alive by the time I end stream, I'm also just gonna raid into him. And I know that today he's been taking questions about Origins, about Origin applications. Yeah, go ahead, Toasty. I don't know if I have links disabled or not. If I do, I'm gonna manually approve. Okay, he finished a while back. Okay, good to know. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this row and then gonna dump that in the chests. Probably gonna have to make more chests. I'm also not gonna bother sorting stuff yet. Alright, I should take some time to mine too, because we've been low on a few resources. Like, I think we have almost... Well, first of all, the iron farm has been broken for a while. I need to ask Ryan about that. And we've been low on copper for a bit. Which is a bit of a shame because I wanted to make some PCs. Okay. Sorry, Toasty. Wait, actually, I can probably get it myself then. Let me take a moment to switch the desktop for like a second. Just to grab that. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, no, okay, the invite I have next to, like, the first invite I looked for, it's invalid. Oh no. Yeah, okay, I will try to look later. Try acting like a bot, Toasty. Replace the dot with a space. Do that instead. There you go. Let's bend the rules a bit. That should work, right? Also, wait, this guy would have even better odds than Sandile, I think, to drop black glasses, right? Well, better odds doesn't mean it's gonna drop it, huh? Now, let's go dump some stuff. Pyramids Cube. Yeah, I will say Safi and I are gonna cook so hard for the camp clash. Like, no one will see what we're bringing. They'll never see it coming. Like, it's gonna be the most unexpected thing ever. It's gonna be even more shocking than Absol. Okay, cool. Alright, here we go. Okay, not this one. And in here. Wait a second, I'll take this coal and move it. So there has to, yeah, there's some iron in here. Let's put that in there. Now let's fill this. Also, let's take the cacti and... Well, there's only one cactus. Wait, is there... Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way there's none here, right? Also, Zopi, remember to always say, like, you have to mention that you're joining the cult of Table Tech. I'm converting everyone to the Church of Table Tech. Table Tech is the greatest thing ever. You might not get it yet, but once you see Table Tech, you'll immediately be converted. Table Tech is the greatest thing ever. Anyone who's seen Table Tech will agree. Like, there's a reason why it was the first approved religion on the server, despite being a few other attempts at starting religions. It's just that much of a game changer. You have the two founders of the religion in this chat. Matt and I are the ones who started the religion. I love how Small Pancake thought that, like, I was joking about Table Tech being amazing. Then she found out what Table Tech is, and then she realized that no, it is actually just that good. She was converted immediately as soon as she found out. One more converted to the Church of Table Tech. He's not joking, that's really what it stands for. He used to not have capitalized T's, and once it was discovered, he changed it to capitalized T's. Trust. He used to be Mechanized Ma. His real life name used to be Ma. Then it became the Matt after discovering Table Tech. He used to have half of a name until Table Tech. That's how much of a life-changing experience it was. Congrats on earning a full name, Matt. I'm so proud of you. That's how much of a purpose. It really gave life meaning. The miracles of Table Tech. Let's put that in the Bible, Matt. Put that in the Bible. I don't know how to read, so you're gonna have to write the Bible. I can only pass the truth through oral tradition. Just like how the elders used to do it. I just saw what Safi posted. I'm gonna have to spend some time explaining Pokesnacks to her, I think. Alright, it's time for a lesson on Pokesnacks, everyone. I'm gonna give a lesson. One of the rare moments where I actually read chat.
Hello.
Hello, I'm ready to give you the lesson on Pokesnacks.
Oh no.
Sorry. No, but it it is so complicated. So so like I get it. I get it. Let me take a look.
I just like, cause we got Poke Snacks from like those gift boxes.
Yeah.
So I just like plop those down.
I'm gonna teleport to you to see what's going on. Okay, first of all, let me go take that way. Let me go activate that way zone.
Yeah, have you not been to my base yet?
This is my first time. Oh my, this is so good. I'll make sure to do so.
Yeah, it's just like basic snacks, I think, but
how long have they been here?
like, well, half an hour maybe.
Okay. Have you been here the whole time?
Previously, I was on earlier.
I don't really know what's going on because like as long as you're close enough, like if you keep the trunk loaded, they should bite. Like I think.
I know. I don't know why it's like broken. Like I don't know if Iman like disabled it. I don't know.
Because like especially since they're regular. Oh wait. I wouldn't be surprised if they're bugged, but potentially, like, depending on how they were made, they might have been bugged. Like, considering that they might have been spawned in, I don't know.
Oh, right. Because, yeah, I got them from the boxes.
Yeah, I heard you say that. And you said that, like, you said there was no seasoning, right?
I don't think so. I can just make new ones.
Wait. Was it the one from the Captain Battle? Because I think that those were, like, 3 golden apples, so I don't think...
Yes, yeah, it was from the Captain Battle.
Okay, yeah, no, then there are 3 enchanted golden apples, so no, I don't really know why they... Right now, I think there might be too many Pokemon spawned around here. That might be the issue. I don't think it's too many.
I've been trying to kill a bunch of them. I guess I can kill more.
I'm trying to see what else could be the cause. Actually, let me take a look.
Because there isn't like anything nearby. I don't have any pasture blocks out. Like.
Okay, let me do something like this. I don't think it's gonna affect it, but like might have been the leaf block kind of messing up the... Oh, maybe actually, like it might be all of the grass, like all of the grass might be like making them detect as like non-spawnable areas. So it might be trying to spawn. So it might be trying to spawn a Pokemon, but like in blocks that aren't valid. But I think that's not really the but I might be wrong because like I feel like if it's just a non-valid block, it's just gonna try loading a different block that it can spawn on. So I don't think that is quite it. I'm not really sure
I
then.
don't know. The radius is pretty big.
Yes, like normally it's 8 by 8 by 8. Like it's trying to do most of the checks in. And like in the radius of 8 by 8 by 8, it looks fine.
I know, that's why I'm like so confused.
I guess mostly unobstructed. I'm not really sure what would cause it.
I could just make more and go somewhere else. Maybe it's just like my area. Yeah, unfortunate.
I don't really get it. That is weird.
Did level caps rise?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I think so.
I think that's what he said. I think that's what someone said in chat. No. Wait. Yeah, Taishi found out. Okay. It is a big day to own some Blissies. It's a big day for Blissey owners.
Yeah, I don't know, this sucks. Oh well.
Can you give me a tour to the base?
Of course.
While I'm here.
It's a small base. It's not.
It's still
big.
bigger than mine.
I have a pasture block. Hold on. Stay outside. Stay outside.
Oh, is
Let
it?
me get my. Let me get the pasture block ready.
Oh, I think I know what it's gonna be. Just based on what we saw on Sunday, I think I know what it is.
Yeah. Okay. You can come in. you can come in. Welcome to Mine Mountain.
Hey, look, you said it's not big, but at least it looks nice.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I like the
I can
mine
just, like, expand it, you know, because it's just like
Uh-huh.
underground sort of. I could just like knock a wall down and keep expanding if I wanted to. But yeah, I have like a bunch of camp coins to spend as well. So whenever we want to do stuff with the camp shop.
I can't wait for us to cook at the Clash.
Yeah.
I'm live, so I've been telling them that we're cooking so hard.
Oh yeah, we're gonna dominate at Camp Clash for absolutely.
Like,
So-
no one's ever gonna see our strategy coming.
So with cooking, I should add like seasonings to make the bites increase, I guess,
I mean,
for the snacks.
I mean, for those snacks, it's too late.
Yeah, but for like future ones that I make.
It mainly depends on how well we're doing with resources, because like at the moment, I'd say like we're kind of struggling a bit with honey. So like the only reason why I've been using them is because for me, when I'm hunting Beldum, the Beldums take forever to spawn, so I actually need it. But otherwise, like I think that they're like, unless we're very much in a rush, yeah, I would say use citrus berries.
Okay.
Or when we're doing so well with honey that we don't really care. At least bottles wise, we're not struggling. We're really not struggling with bottles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't know. I wish I could. I wish I'd know.
No, it's okay.
Like, it is very. Actually, remind me later. I'm gonna send you because like I might have just forgotten something about snack mechanics, but like there's a video that's really good at explaining like all of the subtle mechanics about snacks. Which, the more you find out about how snacks work, the more you realize that, oh my god, they're so complicated. Why did they make it so complicated?
Yeah. Honestly, I've like just had the most luck just running around finding shinies. Like, I've only found the Munchlax when I was with you and Vert, and that's literally it. So.
No, it was with me, not with Vert. Vert was gone during that time.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was gone. Yeah, but I've had no other luck with shinies except from just running around. So
Honestly,
I'm just gonna run around.
Honestly, I've had decent luck both ways. Like I said about like when I've done snacks, I think except for the Beldum snacks, which is mainly because like they're so slow that it's like I'm not really getting bites.
Right.
Otherwise, I've gotten quite a few. Like I think I've gotten 2 shinies from snacks and 2 shinies from fishing.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll try some fishing. That could be a good idea. Maybe I'll try some fishing. Yeah, I'm gonna fish actually. That's a good idea. I kind of forgot how to make bait.
1 honey bottle, 1 mushroom, and 1 wheat creates 4 bait. And the way it works for berries,
Okay,
like
that's
berry seasoning, is the exact same way as snacks.
Okay, right. Mushrooms, wheat. So I thought the golden apples was seasoning. So you can have multiple seasonings.
Yeah, you can have 3 things as seasoning.
So you also want sweet berries then?
It really depends on what you're trying to hunt for.
Just like anything.
Then you want
Just-
starve
just-
berry.
just
Like if you're not
shiny.
using enchanted golden apples, and again, it depends on which Pokemon. Like if you're looking for anything enchanted, I wouldn't even use enchanted golden apples for bait because it's just less efficient than snacks. Because like for
Oh.
1 golden, like what you use 1 golden apple is for 4 bait versus 1 snack, and 1 snack is 9 bites. But so I just
Right.
use, like if you're looking for anything, I just use 3 starved berries. And if you're looking for a spot with starve berries, I made a field of them in front of Big Sprout.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause it
Meanwhile,
looks like
I'm
if I
back at.
do-
I'm taking
yeah.
down my nemesis.
So you said there's a big field outside of the big
Yeah,
Sprout?
decently sized outside of Big Sprout. Like you're gonna
Oh,
see.
I think I see it.
You should, like, it's visible immediately after you teleport.
Oh, yeah. But with these, it's just they replenish themselves. Basically, like, I don't have to feel guilty, like, taking berries, because they'll just grow back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
And you can bone meal them at worst. Like,
Right. And we have a lot of bone meal.
yeah. Like, I just made the field big to save a bit on it. I finally got black glasses!
Nice!
I can put them on Squirtle, but I think I've started to grow fond of the wise glasses look.
So, looks like if I do 2 golden apples, I get a 19 times shiny chance. But
Yep.
the starf berries only give a 9 times shiny chance.
Yeah, like the main reason why you want to go with the Starf is because they're a bit harder to come like because the golden apples are a bit harder to come by and more expensive.
Right.
You want
Right.
to make the most out of you want to make the most out of them, and yeah, the snacks is the way to make the most out of it.
Right.
And I like to save my because it also makes rarer Pokemon more common. I like to use them when I'm hunting for rare Pokemon.
Right. Okay, well, I made some fishing bait. I guess we'll take a look and see if I can get lucky with some shinies. I haven't found a single shiny yet from fishing, so.
I forgot which one. Oh, right. I remember what the second one was. I was like, I do remember catching a Poliwag, but I forgot what the second one was. And right, it was my second Tentacool.
Nice. Yeah, I still have yet to find a shiny from, like, any methods.
And the first Tentacool was just when I was swimming around in the ocean. Was it? No, flying around in the ocean on my fortress. Trying to find an ancient city.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go hunt, but I'll let you know if I find anything. Thanks for the help.
Sounds good, no problem.
So, see ya.
See ya. And yeah, I remember, Matt, I remembered the snacks from Hazzy. It was so weird. Like, I would have gotten it. Like, I would understand if it was just they never took a bite, but it was like half eaten or like 3/4 of the way done, which was so weird. Like, I would have gotten it if like it never took a bite. But I don't know. And yeah, there is no ancient city. We would have found it by now if there was one. That's for sure. And you know what we're going to be able to say soon? There is no pyramid in Camp Cobblemon. Imagine if I could, for one of the quests, I could use the fact that I took down the pyramid scheme as like one of the things I could use as a quest completion or something like that. That would be hilarious. I would laugh so hard. Also, I hope we don't see Electrode Bowling ever again. Iman and I talked a bit on Sunday after the whole thing. I was like, yeah, I know, I hated it. He was like, that was the best part. I'm like, no, not when you have to deal with what I had to deal with. And then he went, okay, yeah, no, I get it. I get why you hate it. I also hate pyramid schemes, Matt. Because, yeah, Farley, we start calling those pyramids a pyramid scheme. Because what else would you call a pyramid A pyramid-shaped scam, but a pyramid scheme. And if there's no Golurk here, what else would it be but a scam? Or no Larvesta? This is just a scam. I hate pyramid schemes. Wait, I don't have this guy in my Pokedex? We were talking earlier about how I'm supposed to scan stuff. We're supposed to scan stuff with our Pokedex. One day, you know, one day I will make the mod I've talked about before, where when I scan a Pokemon, it's gonna my TTS voice is gonna activate and it's gonna read the Dex entry. I think that would be so cool. I think that would be so cool. I really wish we had Larvesta because I'd really want to farm some Blaze Powder. Also, the way the shop is going to work is quite interesting because basically how it works is we're going to be voting for which items we want to be added to the shop, basically. Like, each team gets to vote for one lot of items. And we technically don't know what they choose. We can make deals or discuss so that we don't add the same item. And we might do that. But like, we basically decide what gets added to the shop for the camp coins. We're not 100% sure what we're going with yet. Actually, like, I think both teams want quartz for multiple reasons. One of them being choice band, the other being redstone. But outside of that, we're not really sure what else we'd want. Because that is the only way we can get quartz. The shop is the only way we'd be able to get quartz. I probably would be able to, Matt. The main thing is, oh. Okay, yeah, there is a Dex entry. Yeah, I'd probably be able to do that. And yeah, I think it would be awesome. But I need to take the time to do that. The problem is, where am I gonna find that time? That has been my main problem. Like, I'm already surprised I managed to finish the racing video in 2 days? Like, I don't know. For me, that's a record, especially considering that, like, despite the fact that to me, it feels like I rushed it, it still came out well. Like, I don't think I rushed the video, it's just that it was quick. Like, rush, I think, is not quite the accurate word. Still want to at least finish this layer today. Or at least before I finish first stream, because the second stream I don't expect to be doing a lot of pyramid scheme destroying. I think I'll probably be focusing on the quests when they release. Although it would be really, like I said, it would be really funny if taking on the pyramid scheme could be something that would be helpful for a quest. Like, I've been editing quite a bit, like, mainly trimming footage. So I think that it helps a bit. Like, some stuff I could find fairly quickly. It also helps that, like, yeah, the footage was pretty... Well, first of all, like, I did not necessarily have to do a lot of technical explanations. So I did not necessarily have to do, like, make a lot of custom stuff. And I did not have to script too much. Like, I could just use already existing footage. Like, for me, it's probably the shortest script I've ever written for a video, which was 2 pages. Like, less than, like, typically my video scripts are 20 pages long, at least. So this felt very, like, so simple in comparison. Because, like, most of the audio was just the recorded, like, the audio from the recording, which very easy to work with. Although, I say very easy, but I still had to take, like, I didn't just use my own audio, I also used the audio from Iman's stream. Because for some parts, like, it did not necessarily sound, like, quite right. Or not, like, some parts that I wanted to be louder weren't loud enough and, like, would be drawn into other parts of the noise. Like, I think that, like, Iman's commentary is really good for the race. And I want to include it a lot. Especially towards the final 2 races. And when there's, like, everyone else's own other comments that are just overpowering his. Because, like, I thought that I recorded the separate audio tracks for each person with the voice mod, but apparently I didn't. So I didn't have that to work with. But at least I could do some... I could make up for it by doing what I did in the end. Also kind of helped that, like, I already knew that racing was going to come eventually on Origins, and I was not as eager as this, but, like, a bit eager enough that I already had started looking for songs I wanted to use for racing, although a lot of it came, like, more like most of the Eurobeat was actually found, like, the week of, or after race day. So that helped a bit. Well, like, and the fact that I knew that, okay, I want Eurobeat remixes. Like, actually, the first... I don't even remember how I found... Actually, no, I know how I found that. Like, the song I found for the first race is actually a very funny story. I found it because of the game that it's from showed up in a Coney video and, like, I think it was worst video game songs. And basically, one of the other songs of the same game showed up because it was just a ripoff of Viva la Vida Loca. And then I decided, okay, is there more rip-offs in that game? Like, are there more songs that are ripped off in that game? And then I heard that and I was like, wait, this is just a rip-off from Night of Fire. Wait, that's copyright-free Night of Fire. I might be able to use that in a video. That might be usable in a video at some point. Especially a racing video, and what do you know? It was usable in a racing video. And then I heard, I forgot which was the first, oh yeah, I remember how, again, when I started looking for, I think it was for Origins racing, I was like, okay, if there's some Pokemon Eurobeat, I might include that. And then I found the Team Plasma Eurobeat remix I used for just, like, I wouldn't, like, for the first part of the second race. Until I take the lead, I take the lead back. Which I just transition into KK Rider instead. Like, at the pass for the rest of the race. And then I looked at more songs from that guy's channels, and then basically, yeah, the rest of the Eurobeat remixes are from him. They're so good. Like, the KK Rider one works so well for the end of the second race, and then I heard Ken's theme, and I was like, I heard Ken's theme remix, and I went, this might be like the closest to like the most initial D unofficial, like not an initial D Eurobeat remix I've ever heard in my life. Like this is probably the best Eurobeat remix I've ever heard. I still stand by that, by the way. It is so good. That one is so good. The one I use in the final race, I'm still in awe at that one. Like I think that it's the guy's best work. Like I think that like even like other well-known Eurobeat remixers don't compare. Like Turbo is good, but it's not the Ken one. And I mean I think that all three were good. But I think that like the last one, masterpiece. The problem is, I don't know how. If I do another racing video, I don't know how I can pick songs that match that are on the same level without just reusing them. That's gonna be the challenge. But I guess I'll get to it when that happens. Like, it's not like I'm never gonna use those songs again, but like, if I go for something similar, I do want a bit of variety, you know? Also, one thing I wanted to do, and I didn't do for this video because I think it is, considering how quickly I wanted to release it, it wasn't worth it, but I might do it for Origins eventually, was to make a parody of like the F1 intro with like the different people competing in the race. And with the song actually used to explain like some of the more some of the challenges of the track, because it's just like a black and white sound font remix of the F1 theme. But yeah, originally I thought on my first video for Camp Cobblemon was going to be like what a lot of people did of like a recap of like what happened in general early on. Like I wasn't necessarily going to do day one, even though there's quite a bit that happened day one, but probably like week one, like up until the end of the first clash. But then racing happened and then I went, okay, it's non-negotiable. That has to be first. That has to be the first video. Like the storyline of me like practicing hard, oh no, I'm being hit by the lag so hard, I'm probably gonna struggle. The actual struggle, the comeback, was just, yeah. I saw the storyline being, okay, yeah, this is just too good of a video to just keep in the waiting room. Especially one that I thought wouldn't take too long to make, because like, I still stand that the video about the last Origins tournament is going to be an amazing one, but that one still takes a lot of work. Yeah, I don't either. Like, I think I was slowly getting there, but not yet. That makes me scared of when I'm gonna release it, though.
Is this the second phase of Camp Cobblemon?
Well,
What
technically
changed?
it hasn't started yet. Right now, I think the only change is, well, the shop is gonna open, I think, later today, and the level cap increased to level 75. And we're getting new quests in a few hours. Like, I'm probably gonna take a bit of a break for dinner, and then I'm gonna come back for when we officially get the quests. And probably gonna try help. Like, we're not gonna have the race quests yet. We're gonna get them, I think, after the clash. Also, where is this water coming from? No, you know what? Let me take care of this. So basically, so far, we're technically like, this is the phase 2 waiting room pretty much. And until we're past the waiting room, I mean, I don't get to choose tree. I don't, it's not like I have any control about that. But I don't think it's going to get past level of 100 if I had to guess. I don't see why it would go past level 100 anyway. Like, for competitive battles, we're still keeping level 50, so like, it's not like it's going to affect the battles. And you're not really getting anything past level 100 anyway. Like, you're not getting any new moves. Like, sure, you might be getting more stat numbers, but even then, like, normally you should have enough of a level advantage that it's not really going to matter unless you're using something like, I don't know, Magikarp, Rattata, the Squirtle I currently have on me, I guess. Smeargle. Xardio, it's fine because we're gonna put more water in here later on. Once we're done with taking down this cam, we're gonna put more water in here. Also, Tree, I don't know if you saw, but racing video is out. I recommend taking a look. When there's gonna be downtime, I recommend... When I'm gonna be taking a break from when the stream's gonna be on break, I recommend taking a look. People, please glaze the video right now. Please, I need people to sell it. Please give me attention. Oh yeah, I do have mending on it. Oh yeah, it is getting low, huh? True. I'm gonna wait. I'm still gonna wait. I might do it during the off-stream break after dinner. We do have an EXP farm. I'm just gonna... And I'm probably gonna go there for a bit. But I don't want to show where it is on stream, so I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't want info leak to Wooper. Like, I'm not gonna say anyone here is gonna leak, but you never know where when they're gonna watch. Rhyhorn race on this server. The racing event that happened on Saturday. I was originally gonna stream it, but I ended up lagging more than I expected, so I ended up canceling it last minute to try to how I put it was hopefully get a better result. And I did get, I think it was worth it in the end when you look at how it went. 13 minutes. One of my shorter videos. Can you make a netherite Paxel? Is that a fig? Now that I think about it. True. Okay, cool. Yeah, the tournament video is gonna be something. At this point, it's not gonna. We're not gonna call it a video. We're gonna call it a movie. Hey, that's a good... Wait, why am I not looking it up myself? Okay, you can. Oh, right, you're right, Zardio. We don't have the template. He's right. We don't have access to netherite templates. Good shout, Zardio. We don't have the netherite upgrade. So, like, the only thing we can do with netherite is the hammers. And I do have one. Forgot, do I have an... Yeah, I do have Unbreaking. Should probably upgrade to Fortune 3 at some point, though. Okay, so this is getting pretty full. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've got a ton of space left. Do I have room in this one? Oh, that's the one I just checked, so obviously not really. Okay, that should be enough, actually. Because that's just diorite. And I do like building with diorite with chipped. Like regular diorite, not necessarily, but with chipped, I do like it way more than I thought. Good luck, Zard. Good luck, Zardio. Good night. I don't really drink energy drinks. Like, I don't really need it to stay awake because I have ADHD and the meds already do that for me. Is there a spot with mud already somewhere? Clearly not here. Wait, is it? Yeah, that's where the cactus are. Or cacti. Okay, no, there's no mud here, huh? Or I'm blind. That also would be very likely, honestly. I need to make a base at some point. Like I said, I do need to make a base. Like, first of all, that would be a badge. And I do want to start collecting those. Oh, there's a spot for a mud block. Wait, is there... Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that there's an incomplete stack of granite somewhere. Okay, now let's start storing some stuff in here. Let's start with these. Okay, fair enough. And this works. No, I saw some dirt somewhere. Cool. Video game championships. Basically like the official Pokemon format. I used to be an active Pokemon competitor and qualified for Worlds 4 times. That's what it stands for. I'm not really active anymore, but back in the day I was, and yeah, I had some pretty solid results. Like, and now I'm just like not as passionate about it as I used to. Like, I still enjoy playing competitive, but like not as seriously as I used to. And also just the circuit is way more expensive than when I was active, which is also part of what all like. I mean, so I'm gonna say that's the main reason why, because like honestly, by my last season, I wasn't as passionate anymore. But also just like, even if I still wanted to play, yeah, no, the cost is also a big factor. I don't really use it much, but I do have it. Like, I mainly use at the moment. I mainly use it for my starting soon screen, where I recreated what's it called? I recreated the Gen 4 the Gen 4 badge case, where you can click the badges to play notes. And when I'm in my starting soon screen, there's some points redeemed to change how clean the badges are. If you want to play like different sounds. No, I don't really have a lot of. I do have some cards, but don't think I really have a favorite. Like, it's mainly been like, oh, I do well at the tournament, I'm given a pack, and I don't really double check. Like, it's more, okay, yeah, we're giving you our stock, enjoy it. I'm like, okay. I think that's the best way to describe it. Like, I'm not a big TCG guy. Yeah, and like, yeah, the whole VGC thing is also kind of why I was like, yeah, I'm kind of known as a competitive guy, but I do want to be more than that. Like, at least with like how I currently am, like situation-wise, like I feel like if I strictly limit myself to that, I feel like my storytelling can be it's gonna, in the long run, become a bit too limited. And that's not really what I want to go. Like, that's not the situation I really want to be in the long run, at least. I want to be able to tell more than just competitive stories, like, or at least like competitive battling stories. Like the Rhyhorn racing is a good example of what I mean. Or since I know that like some people here have watched it, like what I've told in the Rumble video. Like I want to be able to open up my options in the long run. Oh my god, the Rumble video also took a long time to make. The only kind of gambling I've done is, well, gambling for rock slide flinches and double protects. I think that's the best way to describe how the kind of gambling I've done. So, hey Draco, right? Draco, also, sorry, I missed that. Draco, right? You're the counselor, or you're someone else? Or Draco. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce it Draco or Draco. Alright, sounds good. See ya, Matt. The only kind of gambling I do is rock slide flinches and double protects. Competitive Pokemon stuff. And no, I'm not the VR VGC guy. I'm the racer. That's why there is a video about racing. It's because I'm the racer. Or the table tech guy. Someone didn't watch the video. I'm the racer. So true. No, we love it when we're the ones doing it. We hate it when it's the other people doing it. That's the truth. That's the real truth, Draco. We love doing it. We hate living against it. We hate when it happens to us. That's the same for every single bit of RNG. We love having plot armor. We hate getting plot armored. Exactly. The VR Rhyhorn Racing. The owner of Raikkonen. It is really funny how I can, like, I look back at the finals and the top two are the only two, well, Jimmy only made one mistake. His mistake is choosing the worst lane to start the race in. Like, technically, yes, everyone failed the shortcut at least once, but like, you heard my excuse. So I'm gonna pretend that it happened to others too. That's my headcanon. I can't confirm. But that is going to be my excuse. But like outside of that, like I can tell very clear mistakes that weren't a shortcut from everyone else. Like you can tell that Jimmy and I spent way too much time optimizing the track. Oh yeah, I can show who's on. No, I didn't watch the World Cup. And out of the people online, I'm pretty sure that Vert is AFK as usual. Yeah, Vert said earlier that it was going to be AFK, actually. Like, most people, like, there aren't a lot of people on because, like I said, right now it's really just a waiting room until Phase 2. So there's not going to be a lot of people on. Although Staffy was on earlier, I think... I was talking with her, I think, before you joined. We were talking about snacks and bait because she wanted to shiny hunt. I don't have the watch hours or the Wait, you mean like a member of the server or a YouTube member? Because like I don't have YouTube memberships yet. I don't have the watch hours or the number of subscribers for that yet. But if you mean like of the server, yeah, he's one of the camp counselors. Yeah, he's one of the counselors. And to be fair, like, I didn't just lock it for racing just because, like, I wanted to win. It's also just straight up fun. Like, it was honestly just, like, the most fun I've had on the server, straight up. Like, it wasn't just a matter of pride. It was just like, yeah, I'm also having fun. As long as I'm not lagging, obviously. The lag was a real suffering. Oh, I thought it was going to go lower than that. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, now this Paxel is starting to be a bit too low for my taste. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll stop breaking the pyramid scheme here for now. Really wanted to finish the layer, but I really don't want to break the Paxel. One thing I could probably do, though, is probably... I was thinking we were low on resources earlier. I might try to go mining a bit. Especially if I can find, like, diamonds or something. So I can at least repair the Paxel a little. Because, like I said, I don't want to show the EXP farm. Or I could fish. I could also fish. Oh, I see what's going on. Here it's not loading the chunk, or someone actually took. And you know what? I'm going to take this. Wait, do I even... Okay, I do have room. Because, like, for a good while we were short on sugarcane / paper. Especially with Joy of Painting. So I've been trying to make a big farm. So I'm probably going to extend it a bit. With the amount of time I'm spending here, I figured that, yeah, this is a good call to do that here. That is very unfortunate. That's so unfortunate, Draco. I don't think we've hung out much yet, to be... I think we kind of need to fix that at some point. At least like compared to some of the other counselors, I don't think we've hung out much. We need to fix that. I haven't used Joy of Painting yet. Unfortunately, I haven't used it yet. I haven't really had the chance to. And to be fair, oh my god, I'm so curious on if it even works in VR. I have no clue. I've never used it before, so I don't even know if it would work.
Draco, get back to work.
No, no. Let Draco have some fun. Should I fish? Or should I mine? I might fish. Wait, oh yeah, I might do the fishing, what I call for now the fishing classic. Because like right now I do want to find a shiny Jellicent. So what I end up doing when I fishing for Jellicent is just... what is it called again? I fish for food during the day and fish for Jellicent during the night since it's more likely to spawn at night. You know, Draco, that's basically what I was doing week 1. So I get it. And since I've been free, I've also been spending a lot of time on this. Like, I have to send a message. Actually, you know what? No, right. I don't want... I'm still gonna just go directly in the straight line to break those. Because, like, I do not want to press a button to break. Actually, I can... Especially since it's only gonna be a few blocks, I can probably... I don't love doing this because, like, I don't want to hit the floor. Like, my real life floor. But if it's only gonna be a few blocks like that, it's not gonna be a big problem. Like, I can keep it under control. The thing in the bottom left basically shows shinies. Like, it shows shinies specifically if they're in the area. I have it on, yeah, to be able to detect shinies because like, it also has a wider range than the minimap. And that's what the Pokefinder is for. Like, I normally only have it when I'm streaming because otherwise I don't really see it. But I can use it so people can see shinies for me. For me, it doesn't really change much because, like, the thing I use to check chat checks both at once. But it might be easy, like, you might... The only reason why you'd want to transfer, and also, like, I don't blame you, would be to be able to see what Draco is saying. So really up to you. But for me, it's not making my life easier or harder. Like, just do what you want. At the moment, it looks like it's more, like... You two are the only 2 active people, and Draco's on YouTube, and you're on Twitch. And it's time to go to where I normally fish for Jellicent. Let's go to Bensenshin. Wait, there's more emeralds? Okay, no, I'm gonna pick up those emeralds too. I don't want people to steal the emeralds that I've worked hard for. Like, I earned those. No one can argue that against the fact that I earned them. It's fine. Like I said, guys, do whatever you want. Like, yeah, I don't really have a huge preference. If anything, like, yeah, being on YouTube helps a little bit more. mainly because it allows, like, I think the discoverability on YouTube is better than on Twitch. But, like, just go do whatever you guys prefer. Like, I will not be mad. I'm just happy with people being here in the first place. Yeah, yeah, that is true though. The latency on YouTube is really way worse. But yeah, just don't feel pressure to pick one or the other. Wait, I should have bait close. I'm pretty sure. Where did I put? Oh, I think it's in the shiny hunting box. Or the cooking one. I think it's in this one that I put the bait in. Let's see. Oh, right. Yeah, that's where I put it. Because I did notice that I'm getting a bit low. Also, right, I can put those in here. Now we're swapping rods. So Pokenav. Oh wait, no, not Pokenav, fishing nav, but I don't even remember where I put it. But it's not like I really need it. I know that the odds are better at night. Alright, what do I have on me? Because, like, Pokemon wise. Because I do want to train my Shroomish. Wait, we were lied to, I think. I don't think that the level cap went up because I don't think Miltank got any experience yet. Oh, it's probably going to be after the orientation, actually. Oh, hello, Tree on YouTube. Totally new viewer. Hello. Whoa, I keep forgetting how big Delmise is. You know, it would be nice if I was saying earlier about how I was fairly lucky when it came to just, like, both fishing and snacks. I'm kind of lying. Though, like, the frillish snacks have not necessarily been lucky. So I was kind of... So I forgot about that. I could also potentially spend some time at the Beldum spot. Like I said, there's no such thing as spending too much time at the Beldum spot. I spent so much time there and it takes so much time. Like, the thing is, I think that, like, because of how long it takes for Beldums to spawn, I think it's quite boring. Maybe if I've got resources to build. Yeah, I don't think the Miltank is great, but I don't think I've got a lot that's great here. Like, especially when it comes to just beating random Pokemon. Like, actually, I could probably do Magnezone if I remove the Electric Gem. That's probably the way to go, actually. Shoutouts to... Oh, wait, the Magnezone is low level, but you know what? Sounds like a good moment to level it up, actually. Let me just remove the Electric Gem because I don't want it to be consumed. Shoutouts to that Magnezone, by the way. Excellent performance during the clash. Oh my god, was it good during the clash. And the last time like... Okay, like, do you mean since the last time I streamed? Okay, can you answer... okay, I will ask because I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean since the last time I streamed Cobblemon or since the last time I streamed something other than Cobblemon? Because if it's the last time since I streamed something other than Cobblemon, that would probably be... late April, the Champions Grand Festival, like the biggest VGC tournament of all time. Wait, Duck is online? Yeah, I think it was like back in April. At least I don't remember the last. Unless I streamed some Rumble since, but I don't think so. Oh god, okay, that lived. Oh my god, Doug being alive? Wait, what happened there? Was I not fighting something else? Because, like, the thing is, like, at least before Camp Cobblemon, I usually only stream, like, once a week, and usually I was streaming Origin stuff. Because when I was spending most of my time in the editing dungeon and just preparing for a video. Like, working on a video. That still isn't out, by the way. And yeah, now with camp, I've just been streaming more. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the. I'm gonna take a break from before the orientation to eat dinner, and then I'll be back. And no, this is my second VR headset. I used to have. I switched to the Valve Index. When was it again? Last year? And used to have an Oculus Rift for the longest time, like for 8 years. And then it just basically was just crumbling into pieces. Hi Daniel, how are you doing? I mean, it's not that it pops up quicker, it's mainly because of the fact that there's less latency, it takes you less time to see it. At least that's what I think. How have you been, Daniel? Like, it's nice to see you back. Like, I see that the applications have brought you back. I was wondering how you've been doing, actually. Like, I did not forget about you. I did think about it a few times. I'm like, I wonder how Daniel's doing. Doing good. Doing good. Honestly, I did not expect to be invited to Camp Cobblemon. Like, I feel very lucky. Oh, wait. I just realized I ran out of bait. I really hope you get in this time, Daniel. Yeah, that's very understandable. Yeah, I also hope you get in. Honestly, there's a lot of people that I hope are gonna get in this time. Why me? No, he's just someone I know from Cobblemon Origins, like from before even the server went up, who basically applied at the same time early on. Like, he's a cool guy, though. He's a cool guy. Oh, hi Isabella, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Oh, another bounce TR. And hi Billa, how are you doing? Whoa, quite a bit of people that I did not expect. So, yeah, how's everyone? No, I'm good for now. Thank you for asking, but I'm fine. Or rather, I'm too broke anyway for that. I am too unemployed for that. And even if I had some money to spare, I'd probably be spending it. Like, I would probably be looking for some some help with thumbnails, but I do have some people in mind when I'm gonna get to that. Good night, Tree. Good night, Tree. Thank you for tuning in. Because I will admit, I do know that my thumbnails need a lot of work still. Like, that is probably, like, my weakest point, in my opinion. Let's see. Right now, we're basically on... it's basically the waiting room until the start of phase 2. So at the moment, I'm kind of... Like, I was trying to take down the pyramid. But, like, my Paxel is a bit low in uses. And I don't necessarily want to leak our EXP farm. So, until then, I'm fishing. Also, wait, where did that EXP candy come from? Where did that come from? Huh? Can you just randomly fish that? Okay, I don't know where that EXP candy came from. Yeah, basically, for now, like, it's just chilling until we get the start of phase 2. For now, I'm just trying to... Honestly, I will take... Like, I'm mainly fishing maybe for shiny Jellicent or for ball caps, because we're going to need quite a bit of ball caps with the clash coming up. And I don't know how good we're looking when it comes to ball caps. Like, I don't think we're doing too poorly with the amount of events we've had recently. Especially since we did well at quite a few of them. But we can never have too many of them. And yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to go for now. I'm gonna see if there's someone I can raid into. And yeah, I'll probably be streaming again a bit later once I'm done with dinner. And like, because I do want to be here, I do want to be live for the start of phase 2. And I might spend some time also to repair the Paxel before going live again. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. I'd probably be spending more of my money for thumbnails for videos, like, and I think that there's some people who are very talented, like, I could reach out directly with. Oh, that was you, Draco? Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry, Bill, about that. Wait. Sorry, is that... Oh, Ming, that's you. Oh, sorry, I did not realize from the name. Like, from the YouTube username that was you, Ming. Okay, is there someone I can raid into? Okay, now that I can see, but... Yeah, I see you all later. Oh my god, sorry, Bitter. Bitter, I'm sorry, I'm just about to end stream, and I should be live like in an hour and a half from now, although I don't know if you'll still be awake by then. But yeah, unfortunate timing. I'm sorry.